Stardew Valley. This is Sadie.
And GBAs.
And we recorded this video once already. We had some technical difficulties. And so now we're doing a second shoot. So if we seem disjointed, it's because we're trying to remember where we left off. Because we had, there was a plan. It went kaput. So, first things first. Chibi, how is your New Year's?
My New Year's, as stated before, so far hasn't been so bad.
Hasn't been so bad. You know what? We're going to Gold Star. Hasn't been so bad.
However, we did have our first technical difficulties of the year.
Yes, we did. Chibi got a big, beautiful new processor?
Processor and motherboard.
He got a thing, okay? He got a thing. Because I don't know what half of the things that, if you told me my computer ran off of, Good Hope and Happy Mojo, I'd be like, awesome, I can supply that. I don't know. Okay,
Not with how you've been yelling at technology today.
I have spent a long morning yelling at technology. Poor Chibi, patience of a saint, has heard me call my tablet every name I can possibly think of this morning. And I think you might have even learned a few new ones, Chips.
Yeah.
I do not love video. Or rather, let me rephrase that. I love tech. I hate when people who design software are like, we're going to make this more user-friendly for new people and completely redo the whole dang thing so that people who've used that, a different version of that software for years, nothing is where you left it. I'm looking at you, Microsoft. They are programs, not apps. It's a computer, not a phone.
This is why I've stuck with Notepad++ for the longest time. Because in the 6 years I have used it, nothing has really changed in it whatsoever.
See, I'm happy for you. But at the same time, I kind of want to keep you in the kneecaps because I've been having that kind of experience trying to get it. They want my tablet to talk to my computer, to talk to my Wi-Fi, to talk to my phone. I don't want my tablet having that kind of power, right?
Right.
Because your tablet's the thing you leave lying around, or they want it to keep auto-logged in all the time, and I don't need that. I just need to maybe tabletize a few times a day. Basically, my tablet is for the days it's too dang cold. I want to plop in bed, do a little web surfing, maybe some online shopping, with warm feet. That is my tablet's job. This is Michigan. It is cold. My tablet's job is to keep my feet warm. Let me keep my feet warm in my blankies while I'm doing stuff. That is its whole job. I don't need it to, cross-talk with anything else. I don't need it to be the best friend of, my thing. I just need my tablet to work. And that was not happening this morning at all.
This is not what we actually opened the original, video with.
It isn't. So let's start fresh. I had to get my tech frustration off my chest.
That's fine.
Alright, so we were starting originally with the What's New and Upcoming for the Epic Lying Saplings channel. And Chibi, what is new and upcoming?
Well, the children got a couple Christmas presents, as usual, because that's what children get. That's what everybody should get on Christmas, is at least a present.
I can get behind you on the give a gift thing.
Eric got Bloons TD5, a game I've not really played much.
And see, I love that you've not played it much because I have played the heck out of the earlier versions.
Well, I think it's one of those... At the time, I wasn't really playing Flash games because at the time, I think when Bloons came out, I was on a rather not very nice computer.
Well, that could be. Bloons is one of the original Flash games that, I tried way, way back in the day. It is fun as all get out. They are on, the 5th version of it. And in this game, you are a monkey who's using darts to pop balloons to save his monkey village. And that is just as ridiculous and just as fun as it sounds. And so you get things like balloons of mass destruction. Eric has played all of them, all the way up, and I got him the. They do have a Flash version that you can play directly on their site, but I got him the actual Steam version, which is a mess. I know because on Christmas Eve I might have downloaded onto my computer to try it out, and like completely pulverized a couple hours for 3 hours to make sure it was working right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It, you know what though, it beat when they were little and I'd have to be up like half a night trying to put together like the train table. Oh my god, that thing. I'm still angry. Like that. Some assembly required, they lie. You need to assemble everything always. It was the work.
Yeah.
I'm still cranky at that thing. That's how bad it is. I'm still mad. Like, I think Evan was 2. I got one of those giant, like, Thomas the Tank tray tables.
The ones that was everywhere in any Toys R Us you went to?
Yeah, exactly. You know, the big old $200 train table with the little airport. And that was like, we bought him a bunch of little trains and the big old train table. Because at that point, you know, he's 2, he's into trains. And that was like, that was the big thing for Christmas. And then, like, it took me stupid amounts of time. Like, I don't think I slept Christmas Eve because I was trying to assemble that darn train table. I'm still cranky. The next day, I'm all half asleep trying to cook Christmas dinner with my mom at her house because I had to put together this stupid train table. I have good grudges. I really do. That's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Eric got Bloons 2D5 and Evan got the Dawn of War 2 collection.
Yeah, a whole bunch of Warhammer games, which Evan has been talking for a while about wanting to try out Warhammer miniatures as well. He likes anything that can be built, processed, manufactured, etc. So putting together a bunch of mini models, it has the potential to be a stupidly expensive hobby. But it's been a really good year work-wise, and I suppose if he's going to get into stupidly expensive hobbies, at least it's not like, Mom, I want a dirt bike, where I've got to worry about him, like, although to be fair, like, I'm like, didn't kids when I was, you know, at school say they were into model trains so they could go huff glue? I'm worrying too much. So.
Yeah, but Evan isn't like that, so.
Nah. You kidding? With Ev, the thing I have to worry about is him accidentally gluing himself to something.
Yeah.
We love the kids. They are not quirky. So, balloons and a whole Warhammer series coming up soon. The boys, actually, tomorrow is their recording day. So, please look forward to it.
But we're not Yoshi P. We can't tell people to please look forward to it, TM.
Yep. And then Chibi and I just started up some one-offs, some reviews, and various little games that maybe, you know, wouldn't be terribly thrilling for an entire series. Or, you know, but definitely things get on your radar.
Yeah.
Both me and Chibs work full-time. I know doesn't seem like it because we're always on YouTube. But we do both work full-time, and so it gives us a chance to maybe show games that you should be checking out. You know, definitely worthy of a purchase, or sometimes not, depending on what you're into. So we did our first one right at the end of the year on Epic Lion Reviews, and you know, link will be down below. Just look for it; it'll be right below this. You know that. And long and short, I mentioned that I'd not played a fighting game in 20-ish years. And so a friend gifted us a copy of one. And do you want to tell them how it went, Chips?
They can just go check it out themselves.
Yeah, you should check it out. It's probably some of the most amusing recordings we have ever done. I wish we'd figured out how to do a versus mode, but I imagine that would have, resulted in tears. And probably yours. I mean, I'm way too competitive for fighting. Like, I can barely get through Mario Kart without, like, ending friendships. And that's fine, because I mostly play with my kids. So, like, it is not.
Yeah, but the kids usually don't get offended.
No, Eric will smack talk back. That's one of the things I do love about watching kids play Mario Kart. First place or last place, Eric smack talks the exact same. He could be winning, he could be losing. He's still smack talking you in 12th place like he's in first. Oh, and I have a phone call.
It's an important phone call, Blue.
Alright, and we're gonna... I have to love when that happens. I am so sorry. I need to mute my phone from now on.
Yeah.
That, to be fair, it never rings.
Usually when it rings, it's usually me or the kids calling from,
Downstairs, yep.
downstairs.
Mm-hmm. I just got the star fruit from hitting level 100.
Nice, I believe starfruit increases your energy.
It does. Oh, star drops, rather. My mind is filled with thoughts of muffins. Muffins my cat or muffins breakfast? I am cool either way. Your energy level has increased permanently. Oh my god, that is great. Oh. And level 100 is where you can go lava fishing.
Neato.
How are my supplies? I'm doing really well, actually, on food. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Oh, hi, Steve. You, stop. There's a bat. But yes, fighting games. Those are not really my thing. We will get there, though. So, what do you think, Chips? What is your thing?
I'm not sure. Because I'm decent at fighting games, I'm decent at racing games. But I don't think I have a genre of games that are just my thing.
Fair enough. But you are one of those people, you're good at, like, everything, which I know sounds weird. But thinking to the various video games we've played together, you're good at, I mean, you know, and the bulk of what Chibi and I play together is an MMO. And there are 16 jobs, and he is damn good at every single one. Versus, I've got maybe 3/4 of them that I do really well at, and a couple of them where I spend the whole time just sort of not breathing, trying not to get everyone killed. Um, I
To be fair, sometimes other people can get people killed.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Like, yeah, we have had some ultimately completely terrible runs.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's how annoying. This thing. So, one of the, I don't know, ghosts, spirits, vampires, whatever it's supposed to be, one of the mobs down here has this ability to, like, play peekaboo. It hides and you can't hit it.
Oh, I hate those monsters in any game.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna just call him Boo, okay? And it has a cell phone, too. Just adorable.
I haven't seen any worms yet in this place or this video. Anywhere.
Wonder where they're all hiding.
Probably in places I can't get to yet.
That sounds about right. There's the door.
I have
Now,
stumbled upon the bathhouse.
yep. Which, frankly, is like the nicest YMCA I've ever been in. So, what do you
I,
think, Chibs?
I
Fan of
just,
YMCA?
I just realized I forgot to plug in my headset. All right, before I was so rudely interrupted by my headset dying, what were you saying?
I was asking, oh, feelings on the YMCA. Like, did you go as a kid?
Couple times. There wasn't one super close until I got out of high school, so.
I was thinking about it the other day, and, when I was little, I lived in LA. And, yeah, that was it, man. I mean, we lived down the street from my grandma. My mom was broke as heck when I was little. And, yeah, we didn't have a and we had the YMCA, and that's where I learned how to swim. Just it's funny when you just start, we went by someplace and they had the sign. I was like, oh yeah, that's where learn how to swim. Now, by the time the boys were old enough, we lived a place that had a pool, so your miles varied. But yep,
And then you also lived closest to the beach,
that we did.
so that too helped them learn how to swim.
Ooh, yep. Okay, we are switching floors because we got the combination of jinxed, which meant that our defense was down at the exact same moment we discovered, haha, um, you know,
That
that
I'm notorious
this of
for getting
everything.
lost.
Yeah, it is getting late. It is midnight. I finally.
I had some seeds to plant, but then I went to the wrong area in town. So it's gonna be like 1 a.m. when I get back to my house.
See, I I really don't want to have to retreat because I'm at floor 104, and if I can find the way up, then that's awesome. But I'm also out of bowl. Oh, yes, found it. All right, floor 105, and there's the elevator for you to check out.
The time angrily shook at me like, oh my god, you're out of bed at
Yep,
1,
it's doing
1
that.
a.m. Oh no.
Yep, it is 1 a.m. and I am. Luckily, I got the minecart, so I was able to just hop it to the bus stop and get back home before passing out. So, no
Well,
serious negative side effects there, but that was cutting it a wee bit close.
yep.
So down to floor 105. That feels really productive.
Yep. I believe you're probably over halfway through.
I think I am too.
I got a new achievement. Greenhorn for earning 15K in gold.
Nice.
There was something we were going to talk about.
Oh, wow. This time you're spacing off and I'm not. That is like quite the change.
Well,
You want
no, it was. We talked about it,
Uh-huh. I know.
and then we started recording, at which point we were going to talk about it,
And
and then we had a case of technical difficulties.
yes. So we were going to be discussing DLC was our topic
Yep.
today. See, I do pay attention.
For those of you who might not know, which I think everybody knows, DLC stands for downloadable content. You would think that this would be a good thing, right? It can be. However, it can also be handled terribly. And what do we mean by terribly? You want to go first?
Well, I think we both have our own sort of ideas on terribly, but the one that frankly kind of drives me nuts is when it's release date. So today is release date. It's a brand new game, right?
Yeah.
And I go down, to GameStop. Let's say, it's something I'm picking up for like the Wii or something. Go down to the GameStop because, Steam doesn't help me with that. And, it is day one, brand spanking new game. And the first thing the guy says as I'm trying to check out is, "Did you want to buy the DLC for that?" And I go, "It's brand new." And he goes, "Yep, DLC came out a week ago." What the game came out today? What do you mean there's been DLC? Like, and sure enough, by gosh, there is DLC for this brand new game I've still got. And it's like, wait a sec. Why didn't you just sell me the whole game? Now you're gonna tell me that there's DLC on the day it came out and you didn't know you would be not getting it on my disc? Drives me nuts.
Well, okay, with that, I agree that would drive me nuts. However, I'm not saying I'm for, day one DLC. In cases like that, what usually happens is, like, games have a development period about 1 to 2 years. And then at the end of the 2 years, it goes gold, which means they send out the copy to the press to get, and, the factory to get put on, discs to send out to stores. At that point, the developers can actually go and start developing. However, what most end up doing is working on DLC alongside the main game and sell you that DLC day one. Which ain't right.
No, because if I'm gonna pay for a game, I want the whole damn game. Especially if I'm picking it up on day one. I want the whole damn game I just paid for.
Yeah.
That seems fair enough to me. Especially, it's one thing when it's a game I'm picking up on Steam and it's,
Here's the
$15.
soundtrack. Here's the,
Yeah.
pre-order bonus.
Yeah.
Okay?
But then to, hit me with DLC on a game that, like I just put in my hands, like I could pick it up today and hey, we've already got DLC out for it. And it's like, what do you mean?
And that gets to my pet peeves with DLC. Not only day one DLC, which is, what we were just talking about, but on disc day one DLC. where the content is already on the disc. Therefore, they started working on it, months in advance. And then, you go, what? And then you buy the DLC, and it's like, download this 2 kilobyte patch as a DRM to enable the, item in game. It's like, no. No.
If you're gonna put it on my disc, let me use it.
The one time I understood them putting, stuff like that on the disc was in the case of Mortal Kombat 9, where, yes, there was some of the DLC on the disc already. But it was the bare bone, minimum. It wasn't the entire thing. Because they were still developing past day one.
And Willie just asked me for 3 squid. Now, as we all know, I'm not going to go get them. I will be taking fishing back up. I want to hurry up and get the mine chunks out of the way.
Yeah.
And now that I'm just about done with the mine chunks, I guess I'm going to start fishing again.
Since there's some places down there that you can fish in, yeah.
train is now passing through Stardew Valley. Every time I run up for that, I never find any. I'm starting to consider it urban legend that the train actually brings them.
Yeah.
Got some geodes.
I would like to say I've seen it in Let's Plays, but I haven't really sat down and watched a Let's Play this game.
I saw a few when it first came out. I watched a couple of them. I use Let's Plays a lot of time to tell me if I want to buy a game. Basically, I look at it as a more in-depth review. Yeah. Now, obviously, if someone has sat through, I think this is episodes 39 or 40, they're clearly coming here for Australian commentary.
Yeah.
And bless you, children. Bless you. I find that if I don't take doing this, all this too terribly seriously, it works the best.
Yeah.
Huh. 10,000 for a gold pickaxe. Now, see, that's the thing that I find a little weird, because it's like, gold pickaxe, best thing ever. Gold's a really soft metal, like, only Minecraft seems to have figured that out. In actual real-world applications, you do not want golden tools. They're going to bend and break. Alright, collect rewards. I got an obsidian vase. Furnishing.
Cool. Choo-choo on the fuels train again.
Uh-oh. Did you get on the fuels train?
Yeah. Vincent mentioned his father, who we don't see in year 1.
Yep. I took Pam a bottle of wine, because I'm enabling her this year.
Went to get with her daughter. Lose her up.
Oh, that sounds terrible, Chibi.
You're the one doing it.
Don't make this about me now. Mm-mm. Nuh-uh-uh. Nope. Alright, so far we have the cherry and the apricot sapling already growing on our farm. Those are the 2 trees that you see over by the barn. And now I think it's time to get the orange and the peach sapling. We buy them today. They will grow all throughout spring, and the first day of summer we should get fruit. Since these produce in summer only. So that is our plan. We're going to grab the orange. Peach is going to need another day or so of cash, I think. Let me see.
Alright. And since I have 2 hearts with the mayor, I can go into his room. I found a letter. Won't you come by tomorrow night? If you come through the back window, no one will notice. I'd like to see you more often. I know you're busy, but can't you make time for me? I hope to see you tomorrow. M. Who's M?
Oh. Well, apparently they are doing a little come through my window.
Load.
It's a song! It is a very questionable song, but it is in fact a song. I have several friends that is their actual favorite song. What that says about my friends? Novels. Alright, so I want to put my fruit trees right up here against the back wall. Can't be planted here. Can't be planted. Oh, that's right. So even in your fruit trees, you've got to hoe that square of ground before you plant it. Why can't we plant here? So confusing. I've done this before. Look, right here are 2 trees planted exactly in that. You have to make room for roots. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Well, this temporary derpification brought to you by Sadie and the Derps. Okay, let's see if we can get this right. It has to be 3 away from everything, and then you can plant it. Yep. So, trees have to be 1 tile, 2 tile, on the 3rd tile, away from everything. So I was trying to get it too close to the wall there. And we just got 2 duck mayonnaise. Ugh. Mayonnaise is bad enough. Add the word duck to it, and it is not any better.
No.
Alright, and we can make our first 2 made sprinklers. We've already got 2. from earlier. And we're just going to mark out so we know that that does the 8 tiles around. So 1, 2, here is where our next sprinkler goes. There.
I think Harvey was just trying to hit on my character.
Was it effective?
Not really, but it's just one of those... He tried flirting. It was kind of cute, but he tried flirting.
And you sound a little traumatized.
Nah.
Okay.
That's right, he is one of the people you can marry. I always forget
Apparently
that.
for you, though. Yes, the doctor is marriage material. I am currently grabbing a whole bunch of various monster loots out of the chests, so I can just sell them off by myself. Also, now that we've got the bigger barn, we should be able to add our next, I want to say, is it rabbits next?
I am not sure.
If we make good time here, and I think we will, because I'm just going to Pierre's, we'll run over to Marnie's on our loop back to my house and find out. Alright, so we're going to sell off 2 duck mayonnaise, 4 red mushrooms, and that gives us the 6 grand we need for our peach sapling. So, peaches. Awesome fruit or the best fruit?
I think the best fruit.
They are pretty dang high on my list of nots. I won't even... One of the things that I kind of have a love-hate with is that you can sell most of the items you put in the drop box at Pierre's, but not all. So, like, I've got some polished gemstones here. Just gave one to Vincent. He's looking kind of sad out there in the snow. But you can drop your binstones into the night bin, and they pick them up near the drop box. But they won't actually, like, buy them right there from you. Cool. Found some worms. Mix seeds. I will be happy with that.
Alright, I now have enough wood to build another chest. Because my first chest is now full of stuff.
Oh! Well, that's an idea. So here's a pro tip, Chibi. Heater keeps your animals warmer and happier during the winter. That might have been useful. Milk pail and shields. So I'm going to take a look at which animals I can... Rabbits! Yep. 8,000 per bunny. Those are the most expensive bunnies ever.
I think they're the fluffiest frick bunnies, though.
Angoras.
Angoras.
Yep, but I got my chickens, got my ducks, and next I need 8,000 for a bunny. Sure. We just got our expansion in. I think we're doing decent progress for year 1. What do you think?
Yeah.
At least it feels like I'm making good progress. I could be totally wrong. But I've got about half the land, reasonably cleared now.
Yeah.
A good way, through the dungeon. Mostly from going in that winter. Getting my sprinklers set up. I think if I'd gone even more serious about getting all of the possible pickle jars going, we would have had a more cash by now, simply because I still have a ton of pickles to make. But right now, we're lighting up these furnaces, and we are making a few more sprinklers to make tomorrow a better day. Literally, tomorrow. We are about to hit our springtime.
Yep.
So, what about you? We are halfway through winter. Are you done with it yet?
I'm on summer.
I mean outside.
Oh, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I pointed to the window, too. Like, you can see, I'm like, there. The thing you cannot see me gesturing at, that.
Yeah, we're supposed to get the S word tonight.
Oh, we have the S words falling right now, and I'm like not looking out the window pretending it's not there. Because maybe if snow doesn't see me,
You won't see it.
it can't come get me.
Yeah.
That we are now in full-on denial phase. If it don't see me, I don't see it. It's all okay.
I think with Silver Star stuff I have in my chest, I think I'm gonna sell most of the ones I only have one of.
Huh, you cannot pickle a snow yam. Also, I've got a bunch of pickles that just came due.
Yep.
I need to go get some more veggies out of the fridge. But yeah, I'm most of the way through my veggies. But like I still have 61 blackberries,
Yeah.
9 wild plums.
Yeah, and stuff like that. It makes good money, and like 90% of the people in town likes jelly of all varieties.
To be fair, don't you?
Yes. I have reached level 5 farmer. Do I want animal products worth more or crops worth more?
I don't know, but oh, you know what? Okay, so one of these slightly glitchy things, I'm playing on an earlier version than Chibi, and one of the negatives of that was that there was a glitch for a longest time that the snow plums, the winter plums, were not considered a fruit or a vegetable when it came to pickle jars. They've since fixed it, but I've got a bunch of them sitting in my fridge that I can't actually pickle. So we're going to just go ahead and sell those off direct because they don't work in any recipes in this version either. In later ones, it can get fixed. Sprinkler down. 1, 2, 3.
George just sent me a whole bunch of stone. Thanks, George.
He heard you were having a rocky time.
That was terrible.
That was terrible. The collective internet just groaned at my horrible sense of humor. Chibi would like to assure you, groaning at my sense of humor does not, in fact, make my jokes. Although, to be fair, you know, since having kids, I've become quite the connoisseur of dad jokes. And my dad told some excellent dad jokes. But man, you and me both. Because they always want to hear a joke, and you can't very well tell them when your friends tell you. What about you? Did your dad tell dad jokes when you were a kid?
I think so, yeah.
Do you remember any of them?
Not off the top of my head, no.
I remember my dad's favorite dad joke.
What was your dad's favorite dad joke?
It was that bad and that frequent. A three-legged dog walked into a bar. Said, "I'm looking for the man who shot my pa."
Okay, that was pretty bad, but funny.
Yeah, now you know, and that is where my sense of humor came from. Yep, that was my dad's favorite dad joke. And it works. It is, you know, one of the worst dad jokes ever. Like, it is both terrible, and yet everyone kind of snorts and half laughs at it because it's that bad.
Yeah. Alright, I suppose I should get the first... What do I want to get for my first upgrade?
I do not know.
I went with the crops are worth 10% more. Because I seem to accidentally a whole 30 of something.
Planning ahead for your future overbuys?
Yep.
I'm currently plowing, or hoeing, I guess, in the snow I'm hoping that by doing this tonight, these will still be mostly here tomorrow.
If not, that still gets you the skill ups for doing it.
Yep.
Alright, it is a new day. It is a new week. That means delivering some things to people. Evelyn, George, and Emily are my top 3 at the moment.
So I've got my first couple done. And it doesn't seem like I've made much bigger plots in prior, gardening seasons, but I'm just trying to pace myself. Okay, cauliflower grows in spring. I got 9 of those. I've got wild spring seeds. Got strawberries, mixed seeds. So I have a ton of seeds, just sort of waiting in the bin for this. But yeah, what do you think? Spring outside. You excited?
Need spring now.
I'm just looking forward to not having my feet be like permafrosted again.
Yeah.
Because every year into summer comes, I'm like, oh, it's nice and cool. And then like a minute later, I'm like, oh my god, my feet just froze. And then I torture everybody with my freezing. Because all of winter is basically me walking around looking for socks, slippers, and blankets.
Oh no, I'm getting an old lady cutscene. This could either be great or full of feels. I got 4 hearts with Evelyn.
Oh. I don't know that I've got 4 hearts with Evelyn. Oh, I do. I have 5.
I'm shocked you didn't get the cookie cutscene that I'm getting.
We did get cookie cutscene last summer. I'm shocked you forgot that you've already seen this cutscene. It's a cute one.
Yeah, but it's been like 5 ever.
Alright, fair enough. But yep, I am very much looking forward to a beautiful warm summer. In-game too, but...
Yeah.
Let me kind of adjust where my scarecrows are.
Yep, I need to build another scarecrow. It's just, the coal. Since I haven't been in the mines much.
Do you have the furnace that takes wood and makes it into coal?
I just unlocked that.
Yeah, because that's how I got a bunch of mine.
I just need to get the gold for it. And I currently don't have the gold for it. But, teehee, I do plan on going into the mines at some point in the near future.
Yep. Alright, so I just redid, the layout of my garden and scarecrows. It's after midnight, and it looks like we are gonna head to bed. Anything else to sell? Nope, but I do have a vase to place. And we're gonna put this in our little trophy aisle there. And Queen of Sauce is gonna teach me cranberry candy. Huh.
Could be good.
I think, yeah, it sounds like it could be good. Fried calamari, just taking a quick glance. Shrimp soup.
I mean, occasionally I do like the nice cold cranberry juice, but...
We all know what your favorite candy is. Ginger candy, guys. Jibby's absolute favorite, ginger candy. I don't know, I think I made you a ton of it.
Yeah, you made me a ton of it, and then people vacuumed it down. And you were supposed to send me some for Christmas, but then...
It got eaten before I could get it to you.
Yeah.
Moral of the story is, hide your ginger candy. Yep. All right. I'm going to take myself to bed, and I think this is where I'm going to put my cut. How about you choose?
I'm already on the third day.
All right. So winter is about to turn to spring right about here.
Ah, it's 10K for the first home upgrade.
And welcome back to Stardew Valley. This is Sadie. I'm starting
Chibies.
my first day of spring. Chibi is still recording on his channel, but I figured that last year we sort of lost our sweet mind. Last year, well, yeah, actually it was last year that we filmed it, but last filming we sort of lost our sweet mind and forgot to put a cut in, and then we realized way late that we made like a 100-minute video. Holy free holy moly!
What's up?
Very first day. And the farm is green again. I love these days in like real life where you like wake up one day and you
I
look
wake up one day and everything is in bloom.
It is amazing.
And then you sneeze for like 3
Oh
years.
god, yeah, I do. I really do. Hello there. My name is Kent. Just got back last night from overseas. My wife told me a new farmer moved in while I'm gone. This is Jody's husband. He's been gone in the army. Thus begins season 2. Yeah, okay, so I kept a little of my hoeing last night, but not nearly enough. And oh my god, all my chickens are outside, my ducks are outside. Oh, I need to figure out where I put my scythe. There's grass and weeds everywhere. Scyther. Scyther, let's go Scyther. Good part is, since I needed a ton of grass and hay, because winter you only get what hay. Oh gosh, I just scythed the cat sleeping under some crap.
Should I grab the silo first?
Yes, always get the silo first.
I mean, it's what, 1,000 gold and I'm at 1,400?
Mm-hmm. Okay, my plan did work. I do have on day 1 the apricots and cherries because of course I planted the trees at the end of last season so they could be there. And I don't have a whole heck of a lot of eggs actually in my barn. I think it's because I totally missed the message about setting them up a heater. I'm a bad person. And so they weren't real happy. So we're just gonna move onward and upward and see if we can get our chickens and ducks to like skin. Now that it's spring, they're going to be out in the yard a fair bit more, and that should work to our advantage.
Yeah.
So I started up our 2 mayonnaise makers. And yeah, keep a little bit of grass in the ducking yard. That's what happens when your duck and chickens get too personal. You get a duck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep some grass in the yard itself so that your ducks and chickens can run through and rummage for worms. Sort of like your real life duck and chickens. Shibs, how are you?
Still running wild on what little grass they haven't ate yet.
And your neighbors?
They are happy with tree lawn care.
Yep. And pest control.
Yeah. But we'll find out about more of the pest control come spring, when there's not so many mosquitoes or any sort of bugs.
Yep. Well, and if they can get to whatever larva, whatever water the mosquito larvae are growing in, they'll slurp them up before they get a chance to hatch.
Yeah, there's plenty of things that they can reach that contains water.
Yep, so. As most of you know, when Chibi moved down to his mom's for a bit, he went ahead and he took the ducks and chickens with him. and they are happily living at Casa de Chibi right now, driving the. They weren't meant to be free range. They just decided they were free range, and they now keep friends around the country like we did, and they are running back and forth, making sure that every neighbor possible gets the very best in duck-based lawn care.
Most of the neighbors don't care. In fact, no one has complained about them yet. I don't see why. They don't exactly attack people. They're not
Nope.
attack ducks.
Although they do demand pets and snacks. Kidding, your neighbors are probably like, yes, less mosquitoes come summer.
I still find it weird that people's houses are treated like businesses in this game.
But think about it. Would you want somebody coming in your house at like all weird hours? I mean, I know Josh does anyways. But I mean random people.
I don't
Like,
think I would be upset if somebody came knocking at like 8 p.m.
I don't know, man. I don't know that I would be upset, but once it's pajama time, don't come knocking. You better be on fire, need to go to the hospital, or have blood like hanging off you if you're gonna, bug me after pajama hour.
Yeah. Which I have been kind of bad. I have not gotten out of my pajamas today.
It's cold.
It's cold, and my ankle is killing me still.
Yeah.
Like, probably after the set of recordings, I might actually go prop it up for a little bit and just chill.
That might be a thing. For those of you who do or don't remember, wow, it's been over a year now. Chibi broke his ankle, and it gives him a heck of a lot of feels, mostly unwarranted at random times.
A lot of the time when it's like stupidly cold.
Yeah, stupidly cold is a bad. I forgot. Do you water the ground and then plant the seeds, or plant the seeds and then water the ground?
You plant the seeds and then water the ground. If you want to use fertilizer, you use fertilizer first.
Yep. I put the fertilizer on there first, and then I was trying to water. I'm like, wait a second. This seems backwards. I've got sprinklers, but because I had to fresh turn over the ground.
Yep. It seems like I might want to grow some radishes. They sell for a pretty penny, and I sold 9 and got 990.
Nice. Although, to be fair, I like radishes.
Let's see, what crops? There are no crops ready. I'm just gonna preemptively come down here and grab water. And I have some empty slots in my, where I tilled. So therefore, I must go buy some seeds.
So you know how like a minute ago I was like, wow, it doesn't seem like I've got very much. Once you start really packing in all your seeds, yep, you got plenty.
Yeah. However, I'm Mr. Buy 30 of a thing accidentally. And still make profit off of it. In a not money way. But 90% of the people like flowers, so.
Even George has a flower he likes. Not all of them, but hey. I still am terrible at aiming my watering can.
I am too sometimes.
Like, go this way, and it's like, no.
What do you think? Should I make a bag of mixed wild fruits and plant them?
If that's what you want to plant, sure. Mine right now is strawberries. Strawberries, a bunch of cauliflower I got for a quest, a bunch of I'm derping. But something else I got from a quest. And then a handful of wild seeds to finish it out. I think I have 8
Wild
times
seeds
6.
are nice because most people like at least one thing out of each, season's foraging.
Yep. So I don't know that this is my most adventure-packed episode, but getting prepped for early spring, the beginning of a season, there's a lot of extra just stuff that you've got to do to get ready. And it's very much part of playing the game is, the busy work sort of things. It's funny because, after recording it the last, couple weeks where I've been in winter, now I'm like, oh yeah, this is a farming game.
Yeah, it is.
I like how you sound like you're taking exception to that. What did I say a rabbit was? 8K?
I think so.
I think so too.
And it makes sense because, as I said before, it's the fluffiest frick ones.
And when in doubt, fluffy as frick. Chibi's favorite setting for an apple.
Alright, it's time to see how long do these take. It doesn't say. Okay. I wouldn't imagine very long because you find a lot of these.
Oh, the wild seeds?
Yeah.
Usually 3 or 4 days. Oh, that's what it was. Mixed spring seeds was the other thing that I found.
Yeah.
Which, of course, is wild seeds, properly.
I almost walked off the farm without gifts for the 3 people I was handing out gifts for.
That would be a problem. Also, my first cherry and apricot are going to go in the bin. I'll be making jelly out of those soon. It's just right now I'm trying to get up enough money for a bun. Honey.
You have a theory it might be bunnies?
I do have a theory, and it is definitely bunnies. You know what? One of my pickle jars just came free, like as I was walking back. So I'm going to grab out the apricot, my last item shipped, and go see what we can make. With apricot. I'm imagining it's apricot jam. But that sounds... Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Apricot jam right now, yeah?
Yes.
I have that magical gift of making people hungry. Where are all my chickens? Oh, it's sunset, so all my chickens have, haha, gone back into the chicken house. It's one of those things where I'm like, I'm above average intelligence, but boy, do I derp. What about you, Chibi? Do you just find yourself doing random acts of derpitude sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah.
And so many of mine are recorded, that's the problem. It's not that I'm derpy, it's that I'm derpy in public. Okay, Living Off Lands tip. New springs in general, new seeds in general store. Of course, we just got our first batch of everything in. So we're gonna have to go to sleep, get a little cash, and go see what those new seeds are.
Yeah?
I cannot wait to start like outside real life.
Yeah.
I say that it is currently snowing outside. Not a fan.
Alright, and now we start venturing on the 8th of summer.
And I got early enough where I get to watch all my sprinklers go off. And yep, every seed's getting watered, so perfect. Dear Chibi, now selling higher quality fertilizers and new crop selections. Thanks, Pierre. I like how he's telling you just in case you missed last night's Living Off Farm.
Yep.
And all the animals are already out.
Alright, if I'm quick about this, I can get Marnie the wheat she needs. If a quest says you need to go gather something, a
Mm-hmm.
certain amount of something, you don't actually have to. You can actually take it out of the chest one at a time, and it will count it as...
As you gathering it, you know
Yep.
you're gathering it out of the chest. Yeah.
Luckily, I have some wheat just sitting here because, I have plans on actually, making flour and everything.
Oh yeah.
Because, well, cooking doesn't give you things that sell very well. People really like the various bits and bobs.
Of course they do. You really like baked goods. I need to get a flower for my bees to make honey. And bees, that's the other thing. I kind of forgot those exist because it's been winter for so long. And now I'm like, let's make honey. Get some stuff for the bees.
It's best if you go and, actually buy some flower seeds.
Alright, Jody wants a refined quartz. I just so happen to have them in my purse for making sprinklers. So, that is perfect. I've got gold bars getting ready to go. However, I did get to town a little too early. That's the blessing and the curse of the sprinklers. They make it easier for you, so sometimes you'll hit town before stores. So I'm just gonna zigzag, and we are gonna... Oh, there's Kent. Things haven't changed much since he's been gone. It's probably for the best. Oh, and there's a daffodil. I know who that's going to.
I still have 9 daffodils from, spring just laying about.
George was happy for his daffodil.
Leah, however you say her name, found some wild berries this morning, but she doesn't have any left for us. Oh.
Parsnip, beans, cauliflowers, potatoes, tulips, again, chips, kale, jazz, garlic.
Garlic is new to season 2. I almost said series 2. The second season, second year.
Mm-hmm. And
how long does it take? 6 days. So radishes are worth planting.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with a tulip seed for my flower for my bees.
I say just grow tulips because most people like it. But that's just me.
That's just you growing 30 tulips?
Yep.
Makes sense to me. Gonna run down to the beach, pick up a couple shells.
I have a gigantic garden here, but hey, why not?
I heard you like gardening, so I put some garden with your garden.
Yeah. And now that I am actually done with planting flowers and delivering quests, I can actually go hand people some, goodies. Okay.
Yay! And I found Jody walking through town, so I didn't even have to go to her house. She's got her refined quartz. I get myself running right back to finish up my last bit of planting. I think at least till some of this harvests. I don't know, it's tempting to plant like everything in the world once you've got your sprinklers because you've got all your ores. I'm like, I can plant everything. So, I'm not a person who's good at moderation. Are you
You're talking to the person who planted 30
30
tulips.
tulips? Yeah, like, we are horrible and we should not be put in charge of trying to make each other behave.
Hello, George. This is for you.
I like how civil you are. Good afternoon, my good Sir George. Here is your finger. Wait, don't put it
Rude.
that. Yeah, accidentally, but yes.
Ah, there's Emily. No, don't eat it. Give it to her.
Speaking of you, how you doing?
Eating vegetables I was trying to give to people again.
You were hungry?
Kinda am hungry.
Well, what's for dinner, Chip?
Uh, I'd have to go look in the kitchen because I'm not sure what we have at the moment.
Is it Chib's night to cook?
I'm not sure. It might be. And with how I am feeling, it might be a people are gonna have to defend for themselves.
Defend for themselves?
Yes. Creatures from the deep will come out and eat your soul. Soul.
Or your snacks?
Yes.
Oh.
Vincent wants to be like his big brother when he grows up, and then he went, okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Hey, how do you argue that?
Like I said, I like this game, but it seems like a lot of the NPCs that has no marriage option are some of the better.
The more interesting one.
Yeah.
I have a chicken that keeps trying to stand right where I'm trying to put this on screen. So I'm like, put it there, and the chicken's like, bok bok, and I'm like, no, chicken. It's like, bok bok.
And now I am on the hunt for foraging things. Actually, I found a set of worms.
That works.
Got a couple things to play. Abigail has a pet guinea pig. I did not know that.
Kind of adorable. Did you have a guinea pig when you were a kid?
Nope.
Nope. Hamster?
Nope. Chickens. I had a whole bunch of chickens.
That you had chickens as a kid and you now have them again because you were silly enough to come work for me for a while.
And on the same bit of land, too.
Oh my gosh. So I have this chicken that just keeps hanging out where I'm trying to plant my darn seed. It's like real life chickens. I'm trying to do something, so she has to be right there. Yep. Totally giving me the I do good face. Here. Yes. Sure, chicken. You do good. Alright. Jelly jars and wine casks and everything are just coming along. I now have 8 times 8, 64 plants planted. Yep, I had to multiply it out. And that seems like a perfectly respectable size of everything. I'm okay with 64.
Nintendo 64?
Sure.
Alright, I am making pickles. I am pickling some jalapenos.
Yum. You could have just stopped with, I'm making things that make Sadie hungry. That would have just so fun. More pickle jars, another keg. Trying to figure out what I need to do next. I don't yet need the cheese press or the oil maker, because I can't make either of those yet. Sort of trying to figure out where to go next.
I'm not sure.
I am not
Upgrade your axe so you can go to the one of the places you're locked out of right now?
Yep, I think that's it. 5 gold bars to upgrade my axe. So I can go after the quest.
Okay, I just need to find a grape for the forage bundle. I keep forgetting to go hand in,
Bundles?
bundles.
Yep. I have to go back and get another frost geode. Oh. Also, I need to not try putting apricots in the night makers.
Yeah.
Apricots are not eggs. I wonder, does large eggs make jumbo-sized mayonnaise?
One would think.
And yet, we do not know. No, I like your answer of go upgrade the axe next. So I'm going to go chop a little bit of wood while getting this new nefarious Chibi-sponsored plan into action.
Because there's, places you can't reach just yet that has more options for foraging and fishing. I know you don't fish very much, but...
But the only way to beat the game is to learn, so... So what do you think? Do you play a game to finish them, i.e. to beat them? Or do you play a game till you get bored?
I can see myself playing this game until I get bored. Oddly enough.
And there's not a whole lot of, like... This one doesn't necessarily end. Like, I suppose if you want to call it an end, when you've got all the bundles together, but even that's not quite accurate because it still goes on.
I mean, you still have the festivals and there's still, the events with the various, NPCs.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I mean, the closest I think it has to an end is when you clear out, and I'm actually clearing out that area now because I've got a bunch of trees still growing out. But when you manage to go all the way over here, you get this note, and I'm covering the shrine right now. And you get this, and it says, Chibi, wait for my return on the dawn of your 3rd year. Well, I'm only 1 year in. So it could be argued that I've got, 2 more full game years to go before Grandpa returns. However, it's a tomb.
Yeah.
This is a tomb. I am waiting to be... And I'm okay with that. Because I'm weird. So, I don't know if anyone doing a Let's Play has gone all the way to Grandpa's return, though. It seems like most people have done, like, the first year and then been like, oh, there you go. So, I don't know. It might be an oddball. What do you think? Are we going to do all 3 years?
I don't know if both the channels is going to have all 3 years, but at least the Epic Line Saplings will.
That's fair enough. I mean, that's a lot of time to, devote to reviewing one game, too. But, we're both a little crazy. So we might.
And this is a relaxing enough game.
Yeah, this one I don't spend my time screaming obscenities at the game nearly as much as I do some of the others. The hardest thing while doing that fighting game review the other day was not swearing. Because I really wanted
to. Yeah.
Because I'm not good. Alright, going to sleep for the night. Second of spring here too, and we have 2,500 that we've amassed today. And that was off of pickled hops. Don't make a whole heck of a lot there. Cranberry jam, jelly, and a whole lot of mayonnaise. I think the large eggs give you gold mayonnaise by default. And those duck mayonnaise, 900 each. I almost don't know why I've got the other chickens, other than some eggs you have to have chicken. Third of spring, year 2.
Because the chickens also, you know, give you eggs on a daily basis for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And the ducks do not.
Fair enough. Alright, and this is the start of day 3 for me. How are you doing over there, Chibs?
I am on the 9th. I am doing fine. I am actually going to go complete one of the bundles.
Oh, yeah.
After making sure to water my plants. My one plant didn't look watered. And since I am going into town in that direction anyway, I have a geode that the blacksmith can open up. Killing many birds with one stone.
And right now that it's all toasty warm, the ducks and chickens are completely ignoring the hay inside, which cuts down in time. I am a-okay with that,
though. George is always a little less grumpy in the summer. The warm weather softens his bones.
Oh, me too.
You might not be able to tell, but I can. I've known him for 60 years.
Oh, that's just adorable. Like, at some point, you know, being a little old lady sounds totally appealing, and then I'm like, but I have to get old first. So, being a little old lady with a lot of moisture, that's kind of appealing. What do you think, Jibs? Retirement starting to sound good?
A little bit.
Got a long way to go.
I know.
You're like, yep, but good to have dreams.
Yeah.
I think the thing I like the most about working for myself is being able to say, like, yep, it's the afternoon. I had a really good morning and got a lot done, and hey, let's kick off for the afternoon. Like video games with Chibi. Seriously, kids, work for yourself. Take the afternoon off to play video games with Chibi. Best plans. So I am just sort of going through my overstuffed fridge and grabbing out everything that is gold or silver starred, and I'm going to throw that in the to sell bin. Because even if you make fruits and vegetables from it, it doesn't get the multiplier on the food. You know, higher.
Yeah, food in this game isn't meant to be sold.
Yeah,
they give you stat bonuses, which comes in handy.
They do.
Alright, where is this? There's a plate for the bundle.
And there is everything there. But I do think I'm going to have to put a cut in here. My video is going to be way too long. I'll be back in just a moment.
I would put a cut in this here, but I'm getting the cutscenes of... Here's everything else.
Well, you get those cutscenes. I'll be right back.
Do you need to get a drink?
I do need to get a drink. My throat is sore.
Bring me a drink, please.
All right.
So yeah, now it's time for me to be the solo recording in the recorder. Occasionally I like to look at the friendship, and see how it's going. Oh, so I did not know this, but Marnie is Shane's aunt. Shane is not somebody I usually talk to, though, because he's... I wouldn't say he is a jerk or anything, it's just... You'll hardly see him outside of where he works. But he likes pepper poppers, which is usually jalapenos plus cheese. Stuffed with cheese. That sounds good for me. Darn it, Sadie. Why could you not give me pepper poppers? Mow. Mow, 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 mow. No, no more gummies for Vincent. Yeah, I'm just peeking. Oh, I got there right at 4. Up 2. Alright, I have stuff to sell. Neato. But yeah, while I'm not talking to everyone... Yeah. I hear ya, Penny. I've not actually played the, mini games that this game has on camera. Pew 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 pew.
I am back.
Welcome back. I'm playing one of the mini games on, screen that's in the bar.
Oh, I am bad at those. Alright. Starting up in 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to Stardew Valley. This is Sadie.
And Chibi is with the same video.
Yeah, I'm putting cuts in mine. Chibi is not. You're gonna have the Stardew Valley marathon over there. Not that I'm objecting. But yeah. It's a thing, man. But that's fine. I am getting the gold bars making right now to do my axe upgrade. So we can go journey even deeper into the world of Stardew. That sounded oddly poetic.
Yep.
I'm on the 3rd day of spring over here on year 2. So I feel vaguely accomplished, or at least as accomplished as you can when you play video games as a semi-pro hobby, right? Right.
Well, we are trying to help the kiddos out with their channel too, so.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes you hear our lovely voices, and that's why sometimes you hear their lovely voices.
Mm-hmm. So. Which, fine and dandy. I know a lot of people do subscribe specifically for Evan's Minecraft builds. They are amazing. I know a lot of people, sub to watch Eric's adventure games. He's currently recording Terraria, as well as, I am derping. What is that other one? Starbound.
Starbound, yes.
Starbound. Yes, we both derp there. We co-op this derp together. Chib and I have a series here and there of some longer playing games. Currently we're recording Stardew Valley, that's what you're watching right now. And RimWorld, which is a space survival game. Eric actually does play that one and do a pretty darn good job of it too. RimWorld's an interesting game. There is technically an end, like you can beat the game, but it's a game that tries
However, technically there's not an actual end to it if you don't want it to end.
Yeah. It's one of those, it's a colony sim, and because of that, you can go at your own pace, but I find that whenever I think I'm moving, making solid progress, that's when the game ramps up the difficulty and then kills me within about an hour. I've tried going slow and steady at that game to, inch myself towards winning. I have tried going, knuckle deep and, trying to race. Does not matter. Even on, the so-called gentle,
It's not
that
gentle.
game will beat your butt and then make you get tap dance.
Yep. And guess what? I think I'm actually going to put a cut in here.
Yay! Cuts.
Yeah, it's an hour and 30-minute video.
Yeah, see, I was trying to avoid that this time.
Alright, well, this is Chibi.
And Sadie.
And we'll see you next time
in 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes, yeah.